YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists, and it's time for another Chill with Pete. And today, I'm doing it live. Why? Because I want to, and I've got to get more practice at this live business. So anything can happen with this. It could go wrong, totally wrong. But it's the same format as usual. I'm just chilling with my cup of tea these days because I only have one cup of coffee a day now. Because of the sugar content. Because I don't have sugar in tea, which is good. Now, I'm not expecting anybody to watch this, which is cool, because I'm just practicing. And if this turns out all right, then it turns out all right on the video and I watch it back, then I'll do another one, more pre-planned one perhaps, and we'll take it from there, which is cool. So first sip of the day of this tea. And I apologise if you can hear mowing in the background. It's actually quite a nice day here in Plymouth, so which is a change, unusual. Let's see. Oh. So I'm going to do something very bad now and take my medication. Oops. How about midday one? My wife will tell me off if I haven't had it. Actually, she won't have to because the pain will be. Right, so I'm some a painkiller. Yeah, just remembered. As I looked over, I saw my pillbox and thought, oh, I've enough my midday gabapentin. Right, okay. So, God, it's made me hot now. I went around the valley today with the dogs, and that made me hot, and that just wiped me out. And it's just been crazy. It's been crazy. This isn't going to be a very long video. It's going to be about the usual length of time, I guess. Oh yeah, I got a clock up there, haven't I? Duh. Right. Okay. So yeah. Let's start then by talking about garden projects. I've got two main projects for the future. One is to build a dry stone wall on the outside of my patio, or my currently patioed area, to take a bit of the earth away and then build a dry stone wall. I think I've got enough stones for it to do that. So that's one project, which is not going to be easy, because it saps the energy, saps the life out of you. That's fine. The other project, as you probably know, is the garden office studio for Mini Warzone, and I'm having another builder come to give his expertise, advice, and quote end of this week. So that should be good. I want that be all my quotes in then. Then I'll make a decision as to where I'm going with that. The worst comes to the worst, I'll go with the well, know what it is, the fourth or fifth quote I've had. I don't know. We'll see what this new guy can come up with, and yeah, so we'll do that. So yes, I'm on the tea because I had a bit of a health scare with my blood pressure, so trying to lose weight rapidly and then cut out all the salt and red meat and all the bad stuff and blah blah blah. You know the score, I expect some of you. So yeah. So the only thing with these problem with these microphones is when you swallow your drink, it really amplifies it. So apologies for that. Had a cracking trip to Exeter earlier on last week. That was really, really good. That was a really good. Well, that's where I picked up that trigon or more like. I think I'm going to build it into a trigon, but something like that, from the Games Workshop in Exeter. This is a good Games Workshop actually. If you're ever there, have a look. They've got some cool stuff there. It's, I think, I'm pretty sure it's a one-man store. Don't quote me on that. But every time I've been in there, there's only been one dude in there. Whereas the one in Plymouth, It's usually got 2 in there. About once I saw three of them in there, but I think it's a one-man store, but it looks slightly bigger than the one in Plymouth. It's different layout, so it's hard to tell. The one in Plymouth is more like narrow, but it might be longer. The other one's more kind of open planned at the back there. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. So, look how far I am through this one. 3/4 of the way, maybe. That's The Flight of the Eisenstein. Absolutely cracking story. This Horus Heresy story is really, really picking up now. I'm really getting into it. Apologies, there's always often the dog barking in the background there. Yeah, so I realised that this Chill with Pete isn't designed to be getting loads of viewers in on this video, live. It's designed for me to test out live streaming hangouts on air. That's what it's designed to test. So I can. I mean, I've done it before, so I don't see what the problem was the last time. That really annoyed me. That last time when I did the P&Q, and it turned out to be just a normal hangout. I think that was the problem. But it had a false start as well, which was annoying. But there you go. It happened to a degree, and then I had to record a P&Q as well to put up, and I've had to put up the title Chill with Pete live supplemental at the moment because I don't know what number Chill with Pete I'm actually on, to be truthful. So maybe I'll be able to change that once it's gone up onto YouTube. I don't know, but hopefully I'll be able to, and then just correct that. So that'll be good. I've been eating tons and tons of fruit, which I like. Don't get me wrong, I love eating fruit. I absolutely love it. The different tastes and textures you get when you have a plate of all different fruits cut up is sublime. It is absolutely gorgeous. My only problem with it is, although it fills you up, it doesn't seem to last very long. I don't know if that's just me or what, but that seems to be the case. I've also got another little thing I've got to think about. As you know, I've started a Signar army. I've got the Signar box set and I haven't even started putting that one together. I'm going to wait till I've sorted my Space Hulk out. Then I shall start on Signar. See what month is it? I might have just enough time to start on that, but the Orcs are starting in October. They're happening in October. October is on its way. So they are going to happen one way or another. So whether I've finished whatever else I'm doing or not, they are going to be started. Start my Orc army because I can't wait. It would be lovely to have a fully fledged Orc army all nicely painted for when I get the studio built. And I can then start doing battle reports for 40k. And I can start doing with an Orc army because I think they're so much fun. So much fun. Right, so yeah, but as I was saying, so I've got the mini rulebook here for War Machine. My only other thing is thinking what I need another War Machine faction. If I want to play War Machine, if it's going to happen and I'm going to be playing solo, then I'm going to need another War Machine, or just get a mate round and he uses my armies. I'll have Signar. Unless we're going to play Warmer Hordes, which is fine because I've also got Legion of Everblight and Circle Orboros. But if I want to play a game of pure War Machine, I'm going to need another War Machine faction, and I don't know what one to choose yet. So, just looking in here. Now, you got minions and mercenaries as well, which can kind of ally with the hordes and War Machine. So it's got a little tiny breakdown of each one, like a sort of mini one here. I'm just going to quickly read through which ones I've got here. So you got the Protectorate of Menor. So I've got Signar, right? Yep. Protectorate of Menoth. The devoted masses of the Protectorate of Menoth march forth from the gates of their cathedral fortresses to enlighten the surrounding heathen nations for Menoth's greater glory. They worship the creator of man fervently and believe all others should follow suit. What they lack in technical sophistication, they more than make up for with devotion and strength of numbers. Virtually the entire population of the Protectorate can be called to war in times of need. The Protectorate thrives on protective spells and abilities that use its enemies' actions to make its own forces stronger. Its army contains a strong theme of magic, nullification, and fire. So now, if I go back to what I have got, which is Signar. Signar is the crown jewel of the Iron Kingdoms. Rich in both resources and manpower, this great nation originally developed warjack technology and is the most technologically advanced of the human factions. Signar prides itself on waging war for honourable reasons, though its enemies may dispute that claim. Signar's greatest strength in battle is its ability to deliver unsurpassed damage at a distance. With its plentiful supply of cannons, rifles, and pistols, it is well suited to a combined arms approach to the battlefield and has many abilities that augment ranged attacks. This army contains a strong electrical storm theme, so it's not Signar are not entirely unlike Tau in 40k, are they? Really, shooty army, sit back, not really move. So battle reports I've seen of Tau. I mean, I don't currently play Tau, and I'd like to. Just at the moment, they seem a little bit. I wouldn't say boring, but not quite as exciting as some of the other armies, like orcs and things. But a lot more fun. They don't really move; they just sit back and shoot. And it's going, whatever. Although they're supposed to be getting a new codex out this month, is it? And a new model and something along the lines of a Riptide size model, dude. So maybe they'll change the way they're meant to be played when they do this. That'll be good. So right off the bat there, I can see I've got Signar. That the Protectorate of Menoth would be a good matchup for them, possibly. Okay, so moving on to Khador then. Khador is home to a proud tradition of strength and endurance. Building on this, its Empress seeks to expand her empire to reclaim ancient glories and spread the influence of her winter-hardened people. Though Signar may have invented the warjack, Khador invented the first steam engine, and its engineers pride themselves on the rugged reliability of their battle-tested machines. This nation has modernized its military in the last few decades to create a crushingly effective and varied force. Khador forgoes speed and mobility for sheer brute force and armor. Its warjacks are among the toughest in the game and are supported by powerful artillery. Khador carries a strong theme of ice and wind. That could be a little one as well. Crix, and you got like the. If I'm correct in this, I haven't read it through fully yet. I think Crix might be the baddie guys, like the Legion of Everlights. So I got one kind of bad. Was Crix could also be a good match. I mean, they're all good matches. I think they're all designed to be good matchups for one another. Is that light disappearing outside? Let's have a quick read of Crix, and then we'll see. The Nightmare Empire of Crix is a terrifying legion of undying creatures. These worshippers of the Dragon Lord Toruk are led into battle by horrible necromantic warcasters who seek to spread his blight of malevolence and life-devouring savagery over the land. The forces of Crix specialize in speed and exploiting weaknesses, however small. They have no problem sacrificing their soldiers to set up the perfect assassination strike. Crix can field large numbers of troops to overwhelm the enemy and can sometimes create additional troops even in the middle of battle. They also excel at weakening the enemy, giving even the less powerful models a chance to inflict heavy damage. Crix maintains a strong theme of corrosion and corruption. I don't think I'll be going with Cricks. Could have an all mercenaries, aren't we? Mercenaries. As the nation of the Iron Kingdoms war on each other, there are great profits to be made from those willing to risk life and limb in pursuit of coin. The mercenaries of Imoren. The mercenaries of Imoren are as diverse in appearance and approach to combat as they are in motivation. Many of them operate almost as businesses and utilize official charters detailing their conduct and under what circumstances they will sell their bloody services. Other cell sorts have more dubious reputations as bandits, assassins, traitors, and pirates. All find their services in demand by the commanders of Imoren. Not every mercenary is solely motivated by wealth or adventure. Some sell their services to fund their own private agendas or personal wars. Although mercenary forces are not as well supplied as the standing armies of the Iron Kingdoms, their inherent diversity is their strength. Groups of highly trained specialists form armies of incredible flexibility. No, I might have mercenaries as a sort of little pocket, like I've got minions. I've started minions as well. No, so I'm looking at it's either going to be Protector of Menoth or Kador. I'm thinking Kador. Yeah, just got the edge at the moment. That's what I'm thinking. Good little handy size rule book that for War Machine. Yes, very, very good. So there we are. So my office building, going back to the office building, the only things I want to change on what I've got already as the plans is make it about a foot or two wider. The building just a little bit wider, giving me that much more room around the table that I'm going to have in there. At this stage, I don't know whether it's going to be a couple of those folding 6-foot tables put side by side, or one with a sheet of 6x4 wood, and then I can build the edges up, just give it a little lip. That could possibly be good. Then I can have the mats on there as well, and that'd be good as well. When I get the office building done, I will get a fat mat or two. Definitely the snow one. Definitely. Grass one, not that bothered about. I might get the blasted earth one. Possible, but the snow one for definite. I might get a couple of little ones as well to put down. Yeah, I think maybe the folding table will give me more versatility all around. That might be good. So we might do that. Anyway, that's things to think about for the future. I saw a good man cave today, actually, one made entirely of wood. But it looked super cool. It had all the electrics in, all the lighting, decent roof, guttering, the business, the absolute business it was. But yeah. So there. So yes, so once again, just reiterate that, sorry this isn't a one of those live hangouts on air where everybody's been invited. I purposely didn't invite anyone because I'm literally testing this out. And if I'm going to look back at it, and I think if it's pants or it doesn't work, that's if it came out at all, and it's rubbish, I'm just going to delete it because what's the point? But if it's okay, I'm going to keep it there and think, well, okay, remember how I did it, and then we'll go for it. I think the more, excuse me, it's like anything, the more of it you do, the more you do of something, and the easier it gets. I think we can get rid of that Q&A thing. That's better. The screen's wider now. I should have done it at the start. Because I'm not going to get any viewers on live, I don't think. So, best not to have chat box open. There's not really much point in it. But there we go. But then again, I'll keep it open just in case. So yeah, as I say, this is really a test to see if this comes out okay, and then I think Chill with Pete's will be a good platform for the live hangout on air, hangouts live on air, whatever it's called. You know, this. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. No book. Shut that back up. Anyway, there we go. So, is there anything else I want to talk about? Well, there's something just before we go. I'll quickly mention. Something that annoys me, and I've had it on a few videos that I've watched lately inadvertently, and that's clickbait. It really bugs the heck out of me. Where somebody, clickbait, where somebody puts up a title like 10 reasons why bread is deadly to you or something like that, and you click on it, it's got nothing to do with that. It wasn't that, but you know what I'm saying. And then they've got the view, and you watch them thinking, well, when's the thing about bread coming up then? When's the poisonous stuff coming up? How do I avoid it? And unfortunately, I've been quite aware of a couple of things, like the latest cure for MS, and this cured me of MS and saved my symptoms, and blah 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 blah. And I look at it and I'm watching the video. When is he going to say what the cure is then, or how they think they cured themselves or helped themselves? And it doesn't actually say it. And I think that's wrong. Just to get another view, rack your views. It doesn't matter, I suppose, that they get umpteen dislikes. Yeah, I disliked it because it's misleading. They're just thinking of their that, aren't they? Get more of that. That's all they're thinking. But anyway, enough of this. One last sip of coffee. Coffee. It is tea, honestly, I swear. I say coffee because I'm so used to having coffee on Chill with Beats, but I swear to you, I haven't had more than one cup of coffee a day since I started the diet. So, tea. Yes, there we go. Tea, and that brings me to the end of this Chill with Pete. Like I say, sorry I didn't invite you guys along, but this is purely an exercise to see if I can remember how to do it and if I can get it up and running with relative ease. So, yeah. Okay. All that remains me to say is till next time, happy gaming, happy hobbying, happy whatever it is you're doing, and remember, all brushes lead to war.